Welcome everyone to a very disgruntled two gentlemen who, well, one of them lost to the Triple J movie guy
Yeah, we're not supposed to talk about that already.
audition. And from this, our complete dismay at this has led us to create our own kind of movie chat.
Yeah, I think we talk about it enough. The films,
So
the
much.
cinema. We
The
talk about it
cinema.
enough. Then why don't we just like put it down either on paper or we put it in the interweb or on a video or something like that.
Put it out there.
Yeah, just put it out there. Like, and if you like it, then it means that it'll spur us on to do more of it. I think. Like, I mean, if we go once a week, anyway,
Which we do anyway.
probably sometimes even more than that.
Sometimes 3 this guy.
So we're booked in to see something this afternoon. What are we seeing this afternoon,
We're
Lee?
seeing Baby Driver.
We're not seeing Baby Driver.
Oh, we're seeing It Comes at Night.
We're seeing It Comes at
Whoops.
Night. Whoops. See,
I didn't know which one it was.
Yeah, one of us is the messy one, and
Look,
one of us is the clean one.
I'm even more excited about this, to be honest.
What is this movie? What are we seeing? It Comes at Night. What's it about?
So, I believe it's got Joel Edgerton.
The old Edgerton of tomorrow is what I sometimes like to call him.
There's this door at the front of a cabin, and
Sounds scary.
it stays locked at night. You can't open it at night. And when they go out during the day, they have to stay in groups. So we don't know anything about why or how, but you see a couple of people tied to a tree, a couple of bodies being dragged through some pretty grisly mud and fauna and flora in the forest. And
It sounds like a gardening movie.
It does sound-
This is what it sounds to me. Like,
The
you don't go
constant
in the
gardener.
shed and you are dragging stuff to the mud.
Right.
This is what it sounds
The
like.
Constant Gardener.
Sounds great.
the sequel, Thomas, that's what
Wow.
we're going to.
Wow, that's okay. That sounds pretty good.
So it looks pretty evil. There's a lot of blood, so I think you're going to like it.
Okay, well, do you? I think it's fairly amusing that we're seeing something called "It Comes at Night" in the mid-afternoon.
Mid-afternoon,
like
yeah, I know.
it's apparently it comes at night, but not to
like-
us. It comes in the afternoon for us. That's what, we like to do it the best possible way. We like to do
On
it.
a really nice sunny day.
Yeah, like it's fantastic outside. It's fantastic.
I've got really high hopes for this film. You know, I watched what Don't Breathe was probably the last film that I really enjoyed as a horror. I thought that was insane. I watched it with my mother actually on a Friday night when dad was out and mum was like, oh, let's watch a movie. Probably not the best film to watch with your folks. My mum loved it. She's a bit weird, bit different.
It could be worse. I remember watching Eyes Wide Shut with my parents.
Ooh, that's a bit much.
So think of it that way. It could be so much worse for you for picking movies. But like you said, he hasn't had a good horror for a while. I assume this is a horror from what he's told me. And then hopefully by the end of it, this will be a horror. And then we can talk about if you should go see it or not.
Yeah.
Alright,
If we
well-
go see it, you probably should.
If you look, watch the trailer. What do I care? Anyway, we'll see you soon.
All right, bye.
Okay, we're back. We saw it. Do you mind if I jump in first?
Go for it.
I was uncomfortable almost immediately, and that started with me sitting on my keys. I had my car keys in my back pocket, so already rookie mistake. I've been in the movie so many times, I still did that. But I think that set my mode for the whole film. Like, just uneasy, uncomfortable,
Tense.
just very tense.
Yep.
The type of film that doesn't let you relax. It's constantly it's like a massage that won't end. You know what I mean? It's just like constant squeeze, or just sort of like just wringing that tension out. But almost like you're not getting that relief.
Yeah,
and
it's as personal as a massage as well. It's very... We're in a house that's boarded up. Just one entry, one exit.
Yeah.
It's about the relationships within that in an apocalyptic world.
That's right, yeah, and it sort of it leaves it a lot up to your imagination of what's actually happened. Like you're thrown into the action, and there's face masks, and there's like bodies being burned, and guns and things. Like you are straight in the thick of it, and then the story just propels forward from there. And but like you said, like it primarily focused on that internal conflict. And I really dug it.
Yeah, so we saw some parallels because it's A24.
That's
of
right.
Course. Tom loves A24.
I love
So
A24. If you see A24 on something, that's my seal of approval already.
Yeah.
It's a company that's sort of pushing you in different directions within a genre. And we saw parallels with something from A24 as well called The Witch, and similar sort of vibe. It's a family. They're out in the woods, and and things are going wrong, and it's about that sort of that internal conflict where people may or may not be like sort of turning on each other, and
without necessarily the biggest budget.
That's right. That's right. And it's sort of like, a minimalist sort of like electro sort of score that we had going in there, and just keeping that action like primarily in one place, and using that location as a character itself, like the camera sweeping through the woods, or just like zooming through the trees and the twigs, or through the keyhole or whatever was going on. And
great use of lighting as well. Great use of light. Trey Schultz, I believe, is the director. Haven't seen his previous films.
I don't know. To me, he sounds like a Jewish dentist or something like that. But I mean, he did a wonderful job. I mean, that's where all that money's coming from, making these movies. He's the dentist first, and then along to this.
His directing decisions were pretty good. I think there was a lot of slow zooms, very very mellow in his directing, but it just kind of let everyone move around him.
And not to mention like that focus on the red door, which is like the door that we don't go in. Like it's the way in and the way out. And look, I don't know if you feel the same way I do, but like I get like general unease when I've ordered food to get delivered to my house, and I'm always looking at that door and waiting for that big rap on the door. And this is kind of like a 2-hour version of waiting for your takeout food to arrive. But they did a wonderful job.
They did a very, very good job.
And big props to Edges. Seeing an Australian actor who's come so far, and you've seen him for such a long time. Yep. And now
did well on The Gift.
That's right.
Strength to strength.
Yeah, he's a great writer. He's a great actor, and he's getting this top billing now, and it's wonderful to see.
I can sing, I can dance, I can do it all.
He's a triple threat. he's the Edgerton of tomorrow.
No, kudos to him. He's done well.
And the whole cast was great. Like
he was in Thunderstruck, wasn't he?
I don't know what that is. But look, the cast around was great. Like great ensemble. I mean, Edgerton works really well in an ensemble, and you can see that bringing out the best in these actors, especially these tense scenes where they're just sort of sitting around a dinner table planning out their next move.
But it's not for everyone.
It's not. Like I mean, it's a great thing to see.
It's not Hot Dates.
No, it's not Hot Dates. You're not going to be talking about it at the water cooler after work or during work or something like that. You're going to recommend it to the right people. And
it's a waiting unmatched.
That's right. Look, I mean, this is the first time we've done this, so we're probably a little bit rusty, but we would like to come back and do this again. We're more open to suggestions if you like. We do have a nice comfy cushion here where you can have a guest right here.
Picture yourself here.
Yeah, we could be here eating popcorn together, and I've made 2 sets of popcorn today, so I'm good at it. But
I've eaten both of them.
But look, we hope you enjoyed what you saw, and we'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.
See you.